Nothing stops a Ram. Jake West has been on a tear for Northwestern, really helping out in that lineup.
He's still dealing with an illness. They are going to have to rebound collectively. They're giving up a ton of size inside, but I love the spirit that Northwestern has played with. They have really competed these last six immediately with two bodies. That's what Northwestern did to get the ball out of his hands a week ago.
Swarming defense, Cox the open jumper. He hit those last Wednesday. Picked away by Martinelli. Here's Lawyer, toeing the line, and the triple won't go. Offensive rebound, Clough and Purdue.
And Trey Kaufman ran.
And when you look to the bench, there's nobody to reinforce that front line.
Good contest there by Braden Smith.
For the Boilermakers. Offense hasn't been a problem this year. Clough inside. Count that bucket and the foul on Singleton.
You're going to go in there early and often, Kevin.
Encouraging start, too, for Clough, who didn't have a great offensive finish to the season for a team.
Move here in Chicago. You know, it's just a frustrating regular season. You take some losses in some games where you would put yourself in a position, and that's going to test their defense in the Big Ten. You know what? If you look at the guys in this league that have been able to accomplish that, it would be an incredibly impressive list of players.
Really good ball movement to get it Clough in there now instead of Singleton after that foul. Here's Martinelli, baseline floater. Nobody throws up, gets there. 7 straight games for Nick Martinelli of 20 points or more, all against Big Ten competition. Smith short on that shot. There's Clough. I don't even know what I saw with that telestrator attempt.
Yeah, Rapp is looking.
Oh my goodness, Angelo.
I've got to let him down today.
You really have. Lawyer, baseline, that'll drop for Fletcher Lawyer. Fresh start to the season always comes for postseason, but Purdue needed that fresh start. Here's Clough, oh my goodness. But Braden's picked up on the switch by Clough. 15 to shoot. Here's Clough, the run, turns the corner, runner won't go.
Good read. Some players kind of slid through the cracks, but just an unbelievable player and representative of this conference.
Grit takes perseverance.
All right, you're back in my good graces. Good partner right there.
Here's the Lawyer at the free throw line. That'll drop for Fletcher. Here's West with the Cats down 6. Drop. He's going to get those opportunities. Smith pulling the line for the triple.
I love what Oscar Clough did right there.
A 7-1 burst for Purdue. Already a different look to this game than last week in Evanston, and Jake.
But 3 of his last 5 in double figures against Indiana last night with 18. He's got some juice to him.
Here's the Lawyer. The 3 dies on the back iron. Mark,
you disagree?
No, not at all. Who am I to question? Benter. That 3 won't go, and the rebound poked out of bounds by
together defensively. That's the big question, right? The defense has taken a real step back these last couple weeks.
Martinelli's drawn a pair in points per game on the break, over 11 per game. Lawyer in the corner, they left him alone. That's dangerous.
But what a play is where fatigue starts to come into play.
There's Jaden Reed. Sheravino, a lot of traffic, dumps it to Martinelli for 2. See what they can do coming off of this timeout. 7 to shoot, and what a foul. Lawyer and Kaufman ran.
What you would expect with this Purdue front line, with Arrington Page out tonight, and with Northwestern playing their 3rd game in 3 days. Purdue knows exactly.
A couple of Indiana kids going at it here in Illinois. To see coming off of the stretch at the end of the season where they went 2-4 in their last 6 games and allowed almost 80 a game. Kaufman ran again inside a short roll. Really a pick your poison situation for Northwestern. Martinelli inside with the left hand. Martinelli's been perfect.
Situations where you look at that team, Kevin, and you say, who do you take off? Right. But he has totally played at a first-team level. It's just the room when your record.
Smith around the Kaufman Wren screen, flips it back. On the run, it's Clough inside. Just ball movement.
The big-to-big passing there. Close to that 3 seconds, but both Clough and Kaufman Wren sharing the sugar.
7 points, 2 assists for Clough.
Probably stay. Now, he can make shots from the perimeter. If that's Fletcher Lawyer or that's C.J. Cox, you are in a real bind over there.
How about Omer Meyer? Is it West? Shot clock at 5. He'll have to launch. The freshman can't connect.
Over the last couple weeks.
Here's Braden Smith, the no-look. It's Harris in the corner. Everybody gets a bucket. West will turn the corner on Clough. Mullins has to shoot the contested three and the rebound to
with them. They're just flying around the court.
Another flip. One hard dribble and Clough will finish. They lead.
They should continue to go to Clough. There is no reason not to keep getting him the ball.
Clayton and TKR combined 8 for 9 from the floor in this first half. But how about Harris looking for his second three? He'll find it. And it starts to sink in a little bit.
And they're playing 8 guys.
Oh, what a play by Braden Smith. Oh, my goodness. To the other end for 2. Chase for history continues for Braden Smith. He may track down Bobby Hurley tonight at this rate. Reed with the shot clock. Here's Clayton. Got a look for 3. That won't go. Offensive.
Ellie got to step up and make some of them.
Martinelli 4 for 4. The rest of the team is 5 for 16. Kaufman-Renz foul. July, right?
Yeah, I thought you did.
Reed on the drive. It's tipped away. Stays with Northwestern, and Martinelli off balance, fading. Just like the last Wildcat to lead the league in scoring, John Sherman.
Made a lot of money too.
Lawyer, 15 to shoot. Sips that pass into Jacobson. Jacobson against Martinelli, just tied everything but the bucket. Offensive rebound though. Smith will step into the 3. And another offensive rebound. Cox one dribble for 2.
He'll always be able to go back to Northwestern.
Yep.
There is value in that.
Drop off Kaufman-Renz, little hesitation. Pass Martinelli for 2 more. And Kaufman-Renz, good challenge on the 3. Cox will scoop it up. He'll heave it 3/4 court.
They threw the first punch, and it could be the knockout, actually, when you look at it at the end of the day.
Well, very deflating if you're a tired team anyway. Tonight by the Scarlet Knights to get into this date with the Bruins.
Kevin Rucker's another young team right now. They've got a lot of young.
We've seen better play from guys like Lino Mark as they've grown into their role. It's got a bright future.
Martinelli, look at the wall Purdue is building. That's a heck of a job to step through it.
Rebound tipped out by Kaufman-Renz and somehow saved. Cox now with the hustle. Lawyer, runner is
over 3 assists in that span. He's been so efficient. He improved here at the free throw line. The very unique 4-point shooter. He's got every tool to score the basketball.
Glenbrook South High School. It's been the most by a run of 7 straight games with 20+ points.
Purdue has got the ball at the rim here to start the second half, and they've come up empty a lot. Team take a little bit off, under 12, same thing, and see where you're at. Bring this thing to under 10.
Lawyer in the corner. That 3 a good look.
Nick Martinelli said no.
So much for that strategy. Here's Cox in the corner, snap on the twine.
Really critical of the job they were doing.
As always, you spent most of halftime criticizing me, then glad they came out and distracted you. Martinelli.
That make you pay.
There's Smith again.
What a read by Braden Smith, because the impact has been large. Even though they've gotten the ball in his hands, he has made plays for others.
Martinelli spinning on Clough, holds his ground. Clough with the contact.
10 on that shot.
Here we'll go to the free throw line after the foul on West before the timeout. Brad Taylor there?
Thought he'd be suited up already. Oh, Nick never gets a Lawyer. Great pass.
Benter, the open man. Extra pass, Lawyer provides an assist for Braden Smith.
It's not easy to finagle that rotation that Purdue is setting.
2 to shoot. They're going to have to hoist another one. Reed contested. Finish at the rim, and the rebound ends up with Clayton. Reed will toe the line. That triple will drop.
This will lay up on one end.
Season Big Ten favorites. Benter trying to add 3 more, and there's Clough. Offensive rebound hanging in the air for 2.
Offensively is all over the place. Clough, the biggest guy on the floor, just imposing his will on the glass.
11 points, 5 rebounds for Clough. You're at 28 against Illinois.
Yeah.
Lawyer, turn in the corner all the way to the rim. That's as easy a 2 as he'll see. You mentioned it. He had about a month-long slump, and I remember asking Matt Painter about it during the season. Is Martinelli strong on that shot? You're in for the assist.
I know Northwestern is fatigued, and they're missing
Braden Smith, Fletcher Lawyer, Trey Kaufman-Renn have all been here before.
Yeah.
Is it possible?
And that's what Matt Painter told me earlier this afternoon. If they defend, obviously limit the turnovers, then they're back to playing the way they always have. It was never about the
Years.
That's been the problem.
No.
The issue has certainly been the other side. The last 6 games, they go.
Nebraska coaches as Jacobson be set.
Shaped up to be a monster Friday.
McLean with Pizzo will have all the action tomorrow with that first double
pass of having to win, 2-3 games to get into the NCAA tournament. So now they just go into this game feeling very relaxed and loose against Michigan.
Media, I don't know why you wouldn't be. You see his brackets. He's got Ohio State in.
Comfortably in.
Comfortably. Sorry, I didn't have to qualify. Comfortably.
Got better, guarded better. Not just going to roll over.
Good relocation by Meyer. 2 away from tying the Big Ten tournament single game assist record. On the baseline, good jumper from Ty. Meyer off with that 3. The push from Reed into the corner. Clayton will try the triple and he'll hit. Ball, have good position on Crop. 8 to shoot, they'll try again with TKR. Double comes, doesn't matter.
Eventually, you give.
Contested 3, that'll drop from Jane Reed.
Jane Reed looking to work out here without the club guarding.
They'll kick out for a 3, and that's Jordan.
Execution on offense. You've got to execute. So getting back to some basics in that hunt.
Cats were down 26. They're down 14 now. You tried dragging Clough and Trey Kaufman-Renn up and down the floor for 40 minutes. Said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Airplane, the floater.
Those situations where if Northwestern can make a little run, every fan that's not a Purdue fan will turn on that team. What an answer, though. Braden Smith has been an electricity about being in this building and coming out here in postseason play, and it
is a relief for this group.
I think that could be totally. And look, in terms of defensive efficiency and league play from a team like Michigan or Michigan State, that they are guarding their tails off.
Martinelli
Must be nice.
He is something else. What a joy it's been to watch his career as Kaufman-Renn shot puts that one in. He's got 19.
As tough as anybody in this league. And just the improvement of Price Sanford. And
but he didn't see any reason why he wouldn't be back. And as you might imagine, that was greeted with great fervor in the Cornhuskers.
The popular announcement in Lincoln.
Clough inside. And Smith, no. Rebound scooped up by Singleton. Here's Reed to Clayton. Fast break points. There's 2 again. 1:20 to go. He'll lean in for 2 more. Giving Nick Martinelli emotional. His coach emotional. A career that will go down in Big Ten. And Braden Smith will take the shot clock violation. Motions of an ending. And Purdue and basketball tournament. The final score in this one, Purdue 81, Northwestern 68.